Hey fire signs, welcome to the month of June and to your June reading. So this video is for you fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you choose to get, I'll say, the full picture if you want, then also watch the videos containing your moon and rising signs as well. But so, I felt like I should start this little series and start it with the fire signs because I am a Sagittarius. But what I'm gonna do first is pull some cards for Aries, okay? And, give any and all messages that come up. Then go to Leo and then Sagittarius. The times for each of the signs will be listed in the description box, box below. All right? So this is for the month of June. Of course, this is not exactly time-stamped. You can watch this whenever you see it, okay? And you could be watching this in August, but for all you know, the messages that come through actually apply. And that's okay. All right, so Aries. Gonna start with the Psychic Tarot. Let's see what comes up for you, Aries. What is going on for Aries, month of June? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Aries, you got freaking wonderful cards. Holy crap. First card, number 4, foundations and achievements. And what I noticed first was the rainbow, okay? Now, so I feel like, if you live here in the Northeast, so I'm filming this on Memorial Day, we have had a very cold and rainy Memorial Day weekend, all right? And what I want to say about that is, I know we're at the very end of May going into June, but it's almost like April showers bring May flowers, where I feel like, there's only a rainbow after it rains. So I feel like perfect timing. Mother Nature's clearing out what is no longer serving you so that you are about to be showered in a good way. Whole lot of blessings. And this says foundations and achievements. So I feel like whatever project you've been working on, not even so much maybe for June, but it's just maybe for the summer, it just feels like the ball's rolling. I don't care if we're in any retrograde right now. Does not matter. I feel like things are starting to fall into place, okay? Now, the second card that came out with it, number 1, love begins. And if you look, there's another rainbow on that card. Like, what? 2 rainbows in a row? Holy shit. That's awesome. I don't think I've actually ever pulled that. Also, what I see with this is I get like cup runneth over. So the more you give, the more it's going to come back to you. Okay, so give freely. Do not have restrictions when it comes to love. I also see this as like, if there's a project that you've been working on, you're sort of, you're just yourself. It's bringing out the passion in you. So it's like, it's created this, I'll call it a baby, which is perfect because the third card is number 3 and it's all about fertility. So, my goodness, these cards go together so well. I freaking love it. You are about to birth something amazing, okay? Just there's a whole lot of love. This very well could be a pregnancy, okay? Some of you Aries, you could find out that you're pregnant. If so, congratulations. But this is also, I feel like, this is the creation of a project, a new job, or just something new that it's lovely, quite lovely, all right? Look at these 3 cards. I love this. And I feel like this is really saying, don't be afraid to go after what you want. I do feel, so what I'm actually drawn to in this photo, the inner circle here around the head. Try your hardest to calm that mental chatter, okay? And to also block out, I'll say, the naysayers. The ones who, you know, think you can't do that, or no, things shouldn't be done that way. Okay, that's them projecting their own insecurities and fears onto you. It actually has nothing to do with you at all. It's their own thing that they're going through, and it's just a projection. So I feel like you need to sort of build that barrier, that boundary, okay? And I mean, because otherwise, like, I feel like, you know, if you listen too much what other people say, then you're never going to live the life you truly want, all right? And it's your life to live, not anyone else's. So you really have to do what's best for you, and sometimes that is putting up a boundary or two. So that's specifically what I definitely get with that. Try not to think too much as well. Like, really try to calm that mental chatter. Oh my God, I love that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful first message. I do want to pull another card though from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. And kind of just see what else comes up. Or maybe there's just an added message to go with the 3 cards that were already pulled for you. Okay. Aries. Oh, yeah, this just confirms. Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. Yeah, yeah. There's a whole, you've been going through a whole lot of transformation. Look at these butterflies. Butterflies and even dragonflies, they symbolize transformation. You know, if you think of it, butterflies specifically, they start as a caterpillar, go and cocoon themselves, turn into goo, and literally emerge as a butterfly. So I feel like you are at that butterfly stage. You are opening up your cocoon, okay? And by the end of June, you will have opened up that cocoon, and only you can open up that cocoon, no one else, otherwise it will hinder your growth. So you open up that cocoon and you fly, all right? And I feel that, and you know it, like I look at this at her third eye right here, and I look at that like you already know that. So don't even second guess. You already know what to do. You sort of already know, I feel like intuitively you already know what's coming for you, okay? So keep following that. Keep following that. Oh, I love that. This is just confirmation. But I also feel with this, you know, there's a lot of pink in this card. Pink does relate to the heart chakra, right? And the heart chakra is all about love. Love. So if Aries, you are looking, if you're a single Aries and you're looking for love, I do feel that it is coming in for you. Just the pinks, especially. Like, don't be surprised, though. I want to say this, okay? Because us fire signs sometimes, not all the time, sometimes get so excited over something we like to rush into it. Right? We're human. I look at this as sort of, you know, if a new person comes in, don't be surprised if like a friendship forms first. All right, and that is to build the foundation for achievement leading to this, okay? So, like, don't shy away from that. Like, be open to that. I feel like that's probably actually the natural progression. I don't want to say, oh, that's what's supposed to happen, but maybe it is. Let me see. I do want to pull another one. Okay. I took out a bunch of decks, you guys. I took out a bunch of decks, and I'm just gonna pull cards from wherever I'm drawn to. Oh, sorry. Sacred Traveler, okay? Make sure I show you guys the decks that I'm using. And I do love this deck, I really do. I don't think I've used it in a while, though. Okay, Aries. Do we have anything else coming up for Aries? You know, I feel like this type of message that we're getting to Aries, we're going to get that for a bunch of other signs as well. I feel like a lot of us is just on this emerging, something in my eye, emerging pattern. Okay. Aries, Aries, Aries. I still feel like I have something in my eye. That one. Okay. Narrow pathway. Sorry if I'm blinking a lot. I feel like I have something in my eye. Tread thoughtfully. So I get a couple things with this. I get, you still need to move forward, okay? That is your path. You need to move forward. You can't, don't be stopping yourself, okay? Some of you still have some fears. I want to say lingering fears, because these could just be from fears from Lord knows when, but they're fears nonetheless. So it's sort of making you second guess, like, should I be with this person, or should I go and move and do this? Like, there's a lot of, I feel like, second guessing. And this is where the tread thoughtfully comes in from. I feel like you can weigh the pros and cons all you want, and that's totally fine. That is absolutely perfectly fine. I just feel, though, at the same time, you would be best to always rely on your intuition. It will never steer you wrong. It'll never steer you wrong, ever. It'll always keep you on the right path. And, but I do feel like some of you are worried about overstepping maybe someone else's boundary, if you will. So this could be something to do, I feel like, with work that, like, I don't know, I just got this image in my head that you want to, either maybe you want to create a new position at work, or you want to do something a little differently than, say, what your supervisor wants to do. And you are anxious about bringing that up to them, for fear that they're just going to shoot you down or whatnot. I mean, the worst they can say is no. I don't think they're actually going to, shoot you down and tell you that was a shitty idea. The worst they can say is no. And then you pivot and adjust, if you will. And it could just be wrong timing, okay? You could have just planted the seed. For all you know, it takes fruit a couple months from now. But so that's like the image I just got in my head. So it's like you're in that position where you're like, well, do I say something to them? Or maybe I should word it a different way. But what if I don't get what I want? I feel like if it's meant for you, you will always get what you want. It may come at a different time. It may come in a different way, okay? So just be wary of that. But I feel like you have nothing to lose right now. If you want, take your time. Take the next step slowly, if you will. But I feel like this is all, like, you're still going to achieve. You're still going to move forward. You're still going to get to where you're supposed to be, regardless, okay? So that was a bit of a specific message with that card, but yeah. Okay, let me see. I'm just looking. Okay. Blessed be deck. I do love this deck. I really do. Let me move you right there. That doesn't really want to shuffle. All right, Aries, Aries, Aries. Shuffles that way. Let's see. 35 or number 8. Okay, make sure I always say the numbers. A blessing to bring clarity. Yes. I apologize for the reflection. I'm in front of windows. The room that I'm in, that gives the best lighting despite the light overhead. So I apologize. Okay, so a blessing to bring clarity. Yes, so if there is a decision that you have been trying to make, just know that your answer, your clarity, your decision is coming in for you. All right, it is. I almost just feel like just put it out to the universe or your angels, God, whoever, right? Whoever you talk to, just put it out there and then try your hardest to let it go. Like, don't even think about it anymore. Just let it go. Be like, okay, all right, universe, you take care of it. This is what I want. This is what I'm going through. Just you take care of it, please. And do it swiftly, okay? I feel like that's just what you need to do. And it may sound silly, but I've done that and it actually works, okay? I have to remind myself to do that all the time. And it's hard to do because I like to overthink and hang on to some things. So I'm working on that. I'm working on the surrendering. So don't be afraid to surrender because clarity's coming in for you. And if you look, this card is full of purples and blues. Top 2 chakras, okay? And that's all intuitive stuff, all psychic stuff, and knowing and seeing and hearing and whatnot, okay? It's coming for you. All right? I love it. Beautiful, beautiful messages, Aries. Absolutely love it. All right. Let me put these cards away. Leo, you are up next. Leo. My cat Gizmo is a Leo. His birthday is July 30th. He's my little Leo. Okay. Leo, moving on to you. I'm going to see what deck I feel. I'm just going on, I'm not doing anything, a specific spread or anything like that. Clearly, this is just whatever messages need to come through, they're going to come through. Okay. Fairy Tarot. Going to start with that for Leo. This is a bigger deck. I don't know if I can shuffle this one. I don't have very big hands. Nope. You can't really shuffle it good. All right. Do it this way. Leo. What we got for the month of June for Leo? You know what? I'm going to do this one differently. I'm going to spread it out. You. Okay. Number 12, Awakening. It says on the bottom, now this is like the Hanged Man in a regular tarot deck. It says on the bottom, change the way you're looking at the situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. I'm hearing keyword there, temporary. Leo, you need to know that. Leos, you are a go-getter. Well, you know what? All us fire signs are go-getters. Let's be serious. But you bring a lot of oomph, okay, into a project or just wanting to get things done. You may be finding right now that the universe is kind of telling you / forcing you to slow your roll a little bit. That's purposeful, okay? But understand that that is temporary because there are things that you cannot see, that you will not see, that you are not supposed to see. There are things that need to happen on the energetic level end before it comes to be in the physical, okay? I feel like that was a very strong message, not just for Leos, for pretty much everyone in general. So understand that right now that you may have to actually do what this card says and look at things from a different perspective. Look at things, step outside the box, okay? If you're in a situation, doesn't matter if it's familial, doesn't matter if it has to do with your partner, doesn't matter if it has to do with work, does not matter what it is, okay? I feel like purposely force yourself to step out, okay? And get a bird's eye view. Look at things just for how they are. Do not attach emotion, all right? That's where it's gonna make it a little murky for you, okay? So take a step back, see things a little differently. That will help you later on to sort of figure things out, which actually goes, I feel like, with the next two cards, okay? So we have the Princess of Autumn followed by the Three of Spring. So the Princess of Autumn, it says, I'll just read what it says on the bottom. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. Now it's funny because this is, you Leos, you want to push to get things going. And this is like, hey, there's a temporary standstill, knock it off. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like push all you want, you're still going to come into some like hindrances, okay? You're still going to come into some obstacles. So try not to push that much. But your plans are going to work out regardless. Like I said, it's just a matter of timing, okay? Things cannot be created in the physical world unless they are first created energetically. All right, that includes all thoughts, that includes even feelings, that physical stuff. Cards can't even be created unless it's first thought of and there's a lot of energy behind it, okay? So understand that things have to happen first before this happens. 3 of spring. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. Us fire signs, we got to work on that. I've been working on that. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Listen, Leo, you guys are going to get your shit done. All right? You just are. You know you are. You guys always do. Like, have you ever actually really not gotten anything done? Like, let's be serious. You guys do. But understand things do have to take time. There really is like a divine order with life in general, okay? So, but I feel, so it's funny, so I was talking with my mom about this like a few days or so ago, a week ago, how we tend to always see the time on the clock as 12:34. And I usually see it around 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. That generally means like things falling into place, things happening like in succession, the way they're supposed to, so that, okay, plan A has been completed, good, on to plan B. Okay, those steps are now being completed, great, on to plan C. Like it is like a step-by-step type of thing. So I feel like, Leo, if you've been actually seeing that number, understand that that's the universe's way of trying to tell you, like, things are happening. Don't worry. Like, things are falling into place. It's just there are things that you can't see that have to fall into place first before the finished product, whatever that is, has to come to fruition. Okay, so understand that. Have a little patience. Surrender the struggle. Okay, surrender the struggle. The struggle itself, the stress behind your worrying and trying to make things happen, it's not actually getting you anywhere. Like, is it really? It's not actually getting you anywhere. So, like, it's literally pointless. So just breathe. Oh, I feel like I have to sneeze as I say that. Ooh. Okay. So just breathe, okay? Breathe through this. This is just a process. And this does help you to create more patience within yourself. Anyone only becomes a patient person by going through things that trigger them, that pull that impatience out of them. So if you're being triggered right now, understand that that's not a bad thing. Triggers are actually wonderful things. I don't shy away from triggers, even when it comes to like social media or like, Facebook posts. I know I've been to so many groups and they're like, put a trigger warning. No, I do not believe in trigger warnings because triggers are healing. They show you what needs to be healed. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I feel like if you're being triggered right now, feel it. Don't be afraid to feel it. There's no sense in being afraid of that. No, it helps you through the process, and you end up just gaining so much more in the end anyways. So there's the old message, Leo. There's a little soapbox. Little soapbox message right there. But I feel like for really all of us, though, not just Leos. I do want to pull another card for you, though. The Psychic Tarot for the Heart. Okay, let's see. I don't think this one's going to shuffle that well either. Leo, Leo, Leo. I saw this one and I didn't think it was going to come out, but it did. Number 4, joy and stability. Oh, honey, it's coming in for you and it is going to burst forth. Like, look at this. Like, this is just like whoosh. Like it's a burst, right? So it's coming in for you. The 4 does stick out to me. So also 4s are, because it's such an even number, it also does symbolize structure and stability, building a good foundation. So I feel like you're in the process of doing that now. 4 time-wise, it's like 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. It's like, and this is a process, okay? You could have started something like 4 months ago. Well, understand that you are now at the point where it's only going to take 4 more weeks. And then at the very end, there's going to be one more thing that will probably only take 4 days to complete. And then boom, like you're good to go. You're golden, okay? So there's something to do with 4s. Also, if you do see the numbers like 444 around you, understand that angels are around you at that time, at that moment, okay? It's a very angelic, loving number energy. But so this card is really just saying, like, this is like really coming in for you. Focus on the end goal. Try your hardest not to focus on the steps to get to the end goal. Those steps will just appear when they're supposed to, okay? Just focus on the end goal. Don't worry about the how. Leave that up to the universe, okay? The universe, your angels, whatnot, they know what's best for you, okay? Trust that. And just understand, like, you will achieve what you're meant to achieve. And it's coming for you. This is just confirmation that it's coming for you. And I also feel, for some of you, any ideas that pop into your head, and they could be very random. You could be out like grocery shopping or something, and all of a sudden, like, this idea just pops into your mind. Try to write that down right in that moment, or like record it on your phone or something. I just feel like you're supposed to get these random flashes of inspiration. It will lead to something later on, okay? But it's just, you need to acknowledge those flashes, all right, when they happen. All right, so I'm gonna pull, I do like pulling a card from the Blessed Bee deck to sort of like end the reading, if I will. So I'm gonna do that. Let me reshuffle this deck. Okay, Leo. What's a good ending message? Leo. 43, excuse me. I looked at that way too quickly. 43 or a 7. A blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. So you very well, these cards are so shiny that it picks up the reflection. You very well could be or have recently been around someone who has taken their final breath. My condolences. That actually recently happened with my Nana. It was my Nana who took her final breath. But so, I also feel that this is saying, use your breath to release the old you, the phase, the cycle in your life that's ending, all right? So that you can welcome in the new. Like, take that final breath, be like, and done. So you can like officially close the door on that old life to move into your new life. Because I do feel, and I feel this for everyone really, that, and this is going to be on different levels, that we are all on this new beginning, if you will. So there's a lot of change. And we're in a change year, number 5 year, 2021 is a number 5. That's all about change. So things are ending so that new things can begin. And I feel right now, Leo, you are at an ending, okay? You're at an ending phase. You're about to welcome the new. So just breathe it out. Breathe it out, okay? It'll make that transition much easier. All right? And I also look at this like, be gentle with yourself. Here she is holding flowers to her chest. Be gentle with yourself at this time during this transition. It'll just help make the process easier. Okay? All right, so moving on to Sagittarius. fellow Saggies, let's see, where am I going to start? Okay. The Native Spirit deck. Let's see. Ooh. Sagittarius. Oh, got a hair. That was a gizmo hair. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Let's see if I can spread it out. This deck doesn't really like to spread too well unless it's on like a soft surface. I like it. Okay. Okay. I love the colors of these cards. I really do. Okay, so first one, Circle of Life. I love that. That looks similar to a labyrinth. I love labyrinths. Oh my God. I'm putting out to the universe that like my future home has a big enough yard, like backyard somewhere, so I can like create a labyrinth. I love labyrinths. I really do. And I want it like a good size one. So what I get with the Circle of Life, also I'm seeing the words karma. What goes around comes back around, right? And I'm not saying this like for anything bad. I mean, look, if you've done like shitty things, okay, recently, don't be surprised if you see the horror of those actions revealed to you in the future, okay? Like that, I feel like that's just common sense. It has nothing to actually do with anything spiritual. It's common sense at that point. But I feel like it's like what you have put out to the universe, it could be a year ago, okay? Well, it could be 10 years ago. I feel like is now going to make its way around for you. I feel like really keep your ears and eyes open right now for opportunities coming in, okay? Try your hardest, Sag, okay, to not dismiss an opportunity or like a suggestion, if you will, because it could just be like a friendly suggestion. Try not to dismiss it right away. Like you can just be like, okay, thanks. And maybe just either let it sit, mull it over, or just like, when you just say like, okay, thanks, like, okay, you're accepting it, and it very well could be in the back of your mind, and that's fine, and that's totally fine. I feel like just try not to like just push it away automatically, okay? Just try not to. I also feel with this card, Sag, you're going to be getting a lot of downloads. If you haven't already, I know I have. Jesus Christ, this year, it's like, woo. Also, I'm looking at the time, so if this might cut out, it's like at the 33-minute mark for whatever reason. It like stops and then restarts. I don't know. That's just how the program on my phone works. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. There it is. Okay. There it is. So I'll combine these two videos in the editing process. But so, oh my God, what was I saying? It took me so out of it. Oh my God. Thanks a lot, technology. Oh, okay. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me, Sag. I am so sorry for that. I am so sorry. Either way, the Circle of Life, though. Oh, you're getting downloads. You're getting a whole lot of downloads right now. Yes, I was saying I have this past year. You are. It's just coming in for you from like old sources, like ancestors, if you will. It's coming in from gods and goddesses, like whoever you believe in is just coming in. So just kind of be aware of that. Now, moving on to the next card, Trickster. Coyote. So coyotes are wily, right? Looney Tunes, Wile E. Coyote. They aren't bad animals though. They are meant to show you that someone, and this someone could be you as well, someone is, we'll say maybe tricking you or trying to trick you, trying to keep the wool over your eyes, trying to sort of deceive you. And I sort of also feel like, if you're sort of doing this yourself, it's not that like you mean to, okay? It's just that you might have this old pattern of sabotaging something before it even begins, before it could get off the ground. And that could be like relationship related. I know people who literally like, they say they want this relationship and, they want this and that and all this love and fairy tale, whatever. And then they meet someone and literally within 48 hours, they're already sabotaging it. They're like going back to, acting how they used to like 5 years ago and overthinking things and, oh, well, he doesn't really mean that. I know when he said this, he really means this. And it's like, do you? Do you really? No. So, and that's self-sabotage. So I kind of feel like, Sag, if you've been doing that and you really could just be doing that on a mental level, like you're just thinking like the worst case scenario, even though, you say you want this, but you're thinking the worst. I mean, you're going to end up creating that, okay? And you're not going to allow this great opportunity to really flourish. So I feel like just sort of be aware that you could be tricking yourself out of something amazing, okay? That's why I said in the first one, if you get an opportunity, just let it sit. Don't push it away so quickly, all right? Just let it sit, all right? Because who knows? Who knows what could happen? The last card here, Storyteller. I love the colors in this. So I look at a few things. So I look at this like your passion, the flame inside you has been lit. It's been lit for a while now. And I kind of feel like, I almost want to say you're about to come into like your time to shine. Yeah, it's just, you have all this information, all this goodness, and it's about to come out for you. All right. There's going to be a moment where you can let it out. And by God, let it out, okay? Just go and do it, Sag. I also look at this actually because I'm more focused more on sort of the horizon with this beautiful expansive sky out here. Don't be afraid to dream big. Saggies, we dream big, let's be serious. We are also one of the world travelers of the zodiac, right? So I do feel like some of you Saggies are going to have a chance to travel, if you haven't already, in the near future. I also get the word relocation in my mind, so be open to that. There could be an opportunity to relocate coming in for you. To just consider, okay? That's all I'm asking. Just consider. Don't push any opportunity away so quickly. That's what I get with that. And Saggies, you already know that, like, if there's something you want, shout it out to the heavens, right? Shout it out there, and it's going to come back to you. Hence the circle of life. Even if things take time, you know that. Okay. Saggy, we're not done just yet. Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck. Okay. Oh, I think I need to blow my nose soon. From that sneeze earlier. Saggy. Okay. Mandrake, impassive. What I get with this is sort of a feeling of blah. I mean, Saggies, we love adventure, right? And especially with this whole COVID thing, all the restrictions are all lifting, which is beautiful, but there's still some restrictions, right? Temporary pause, temporary standstill right now, and I believe I had to say that for Leo, but with different cards. That's okay. This sort of feeling of blah. I keep getting it's just temporary. Also, earlier I had mentioned about this rainy weekend we've had, a raw rainy weekend. It's not even warm. Also temporary, right? And that sort of brings your energy down a little bit. I don't mind it too much. We needed the rain. I was desperate to get the pollen out of here. And clean my car. So I'm actually okay with the weather at the moment, but I come tomorrow, I'm going to want sun. But so I'm getting with this, it's just there's a blah feeling, but I meant to tell you like it's temporary, it's going to pass, okay? Just sit with it. Be good to yourself right now. Be gentle to yourself right now. If all you can do right now is stay inside and read a book, then my God, stay inside and read a book. There's a lot more healing happening for you while you're sort of at this impasse stage, okay? There is. There's just a lot more, there's a lot more healing that you don't, you might not be aware of. And it could be, well, even on a physical level, but it could just be more on a psychological level, on an emotional level. It's just, there is healing going on right now. All right, so just sit with it. It's quite temporary. And you know that anyway, Sag. Come on, let's be serious. You already know that. Okay. Let's pull you a Blessed Bee card. Let's see now. Oh, that top one wants to come out. Okay, I was going to shuffle a little more. A 37 or a 1. A blessing for unity where once there was division. I love, and what sticks out to me actually is this moon. The animal itself, the rabbit. Rabbits are all about fertility and abundance and getting things going. I sort of, oh, okay, if you hear noise in the background, I'm not home alone. So I also feel this is saying, I feel like, wow, this just got really dark. Oh, whatever. You may have started something or started down a path, probably a year ago, okay? It's now coming back around again for you to continue down it. That's not a bad thing, okay? And it's not like you were so much separated. It's just maybe life got in the way. Maybe you had other obligations and you had to set things aside. That's okay, though, because in a way, that's also part of the path, right? Maybe there was something you were seriously needed for that had to take precedence. That's okay. That's okay. That's part of your growth anyways. So I feel like you're coming back around to something that was maybe started in the past and can now be worked through or even come to completion. Okay, so understand that. And that's wonderful. I also look at this that if you've been wanting love, you are going to be coming into it. Okay, maybe you feel you've been separated from a divine counterpart of yours. Well, you're about to meet your counterpart. All right. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, for tuning into these readings. I hope you enjoyed them. And I hope you all have a wonderful June. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.